This time,
The price, it's up and down like a yo-yo.
the lobster price starts falling,
Someone did mention that it might have been coming down.
sending the fleet into a tailspin.
So what do you pay? About 97. Ah, right.
You don't want to get one of those bite onto.
Look out, Gus.
Tear your fingers off.
Gus the Labrador tries to bite off more than he can chew. And Team Kaikoura's full to bursting, ready to cash in at port.
Wasn't quite going as good as they should have.
But will they make target?
Yeah, we just had a few days we was only getting a fish a pot. They just...
Low Rocky Point, southwest Tasmania.
Nice and flat this morning, we should do all right. Be very upset if we don't get at least 100 this morning. Expecting half a dozen a pot out of them.
And Team Kaikoura's dinghy hunting strategy is delivering pots of gold.
There's big ones. Oh, big 2 kilo.
They're edging closer to their new season target of 700 lobsters.
Big boys.
They have 556 in the tank, with 1 day of fishing to go. The trouble is, the wholesale lobster price is starting to get shaky. It's softened from $112 a kilo to $105 a kilo. Skipper Paul wants to cash in while it's still holding strong.
Once you get to the kilo size, that's where the price starts increasing.
They're against the clock.
I can strap myself in. Rightio, good to go.
Suicide Run has delivered, but can it deliver again?
Why it's called a suicide run is because it's just a very, very dangerous place.
But it's stirred up too, isn't it? It's dangerous because it's so shallow out off it. The waves build up really quick and from long way out, so they can break 100 or 200 metres out off there. Just about the end of the suicide run there, and one just broke right across, so cross our fingers. If you muck it up, it's quite easily to go upside down in your dinghy.
Skipper Warren stays in eyesight of son Paul and Decky Scotty for safety.
I just keep an eye on him. He carries a handheld VHF, so he carries that just for safety. If something happened, he can call me on the radio. So he's got all the safety gear that's needed.
It's been awesome having Dad on board this winter.
I might as well give the old man a call and see what he reckons.
Yeah.
Glenn. Yeah, we don't do a real lot of catching up. We talk a fair bit on the phone and...
Warren sees his sons more on the water than he does on land.
G'day, mate.
His boys don't live that close,
How you going?
but the Jagers are a tight-knit fishing family.
So what is your duties this time, old man? Are you chief cook or what are you doing?
Well, I'm just there to help. If it's really crappy and a lot of spray and rain going, I'm not going out on deck. To actually go away and spend 10 or 12 days together, it's great.
Warren's been fishing these waters for more than 30 years. His wisdom and knowledge of the sea, its tides, breaks and what lies beneath is priceless.
All right, you ready? I'm looking for the deep channel to get into the hole where it's safe. Yeah, want the swell just to stay flat for 30 seconds or so.
Paul's timing his run to coincide with a lull in the swell.
All right, there's one coming. Yeah, see that one.
All it takes is one rogue wave and they'll capsize.
Why do you talk me into this sort of stuff, Scott?
Thri Hάμοκς Island, northern Tasmania. And Team Rose is hunting for 2 kilo plus monsters. Skipper Steve has consistently bagged the biggest and heaviest reds of the fleet.
I'll put a few extras here. You never know.
Yeah.
His season target is 600 lobsters. He's caught 315 so far. Steve wants to catch 50 lobsters a day. Unlike the southern fishermen, he only drops one shot every 24 hours. He'll extend his trip if he falls short.
The strategy for this shot is that we're going to try some things we wouldn't normally try, so like some areas that aren't real notorious for holding fish. But yeah, we're just going to go out and have a bit of a gamble and see if we can find some fish. I've learnt a lot of fishing spots off my father, so that's really good. But usually it's fun to, you know, sort of step outside the comfort zone, try something different. You ever dropped him here before, Honky?
Steve hunts in the same spots his father and grandfather once fished. Secret locations that have been passed down through the generations. But this time, he's hunting somewhere new.
I'll put a few in where I've never put them before. Yeah, I'll put some along that wall for a change.
He's hoping to expand the family's fishing footprint and open up new grounds.
There's a couple of places that I've always been a bit on edge to go try, so there's a few rocks under the water that you don't want to run into. Well, Dad seems to reckon that it's not too bad for this time of the year. He owns the company, him and Pop. That's my Pop, my Dad, my brother Grant. He's a ledge. Honest, funny, larrikin, down to earth. Talk to you about anything. Seen it all. Dad's the exact same. Bloody legends.
Steve's job is to ensure they have enough fresh lobsters in the tanks at the family restaurant to keep their tourist trade running smoothly. They like to have about 800 lobsters in the tank at any one time.
Probably get one more in here, Honky.
Steve's catch of the season is this, a 3.8 kilogram giant caught at Donkey Rock.
Going on 3.5 kilo, probably near touching 4 kilo.
Well, Struth, that's a big fish, Honky.
He's hoping Thri Hummock Island will help him better that monster catch. Team Kaikoura is hoping to retrieve its pots landside of Suicide Run.
I'll just keep an eye out while Cracker's pulling this one.
I'll just let him go. There's one coming.
Yeah, see that one.
Today the swell's going to build up to a bit bigger.
I think it's going to make the 3 to 4 metres, which is about basically 3 metres too much for where you want to be, isn't it?
Exactly. You don't want to be anywhere in 4 metres in the west coast in a dinghy.
All clear, all flat.
When they first set their pots, Decky Scotty shook on a deal with skipper Paul.
You prepared to go me halves if we lose the pots?
Yeah, take it out of me wage.
So you're $600 if we don't get these ones back, you owe me.
The calm overnight swell means Scotty's come up trumps.
Try and get them up as quick as we can and get out of the danger area. All good, mate.
Oh, there's another big one coming there. That's what we've got to avoid, this one.
He was on him. Whew. That's why we set the suicide run. Reward.
2 nice spots there.
The Decky's punt has paid off.
I had 10 measures. How many do you have?
Oh, I didn't count.
Scotty's on a percentage of the haul, and the pots are loaded with 2 kilo plus reds.
Skipper will be happy when he comes back.
That's the best we'll see for the trip, though. I don't think we'll see any better than that.
It's worth the gamble. Good line.
Robbie wanted!
Paid off. Got a spring in our step now.
46 out of that 10.
Yep.
That's getting more along the fish than you want.
46 lobsters worth more than $10,000.
What do you want to put these in this side and then do the cray dance later?
Wilson Bight, southern Tasmania.
There you go.
And skipper Glenn is 8 days into a 10-day trip. He's set himself an ambitious new target of 1,200 lobsters. He's got 793 in the tank. But there are whispers the lobster price is due for a sharp correction.
He's just ringing up, bloody see what your price is, old son. I ring 3 buyers each trip and just whoever's paying the best price generally gets them. Someone did mention that it might have been coming down, but I hadn't heard nothing on the radio, so what are you paying?
The price and where it's heading will inform Glenn's strategy over the next few days.
About 97. Right. We've got about 700 kilo, I suppose, so they're all reds, though. They're all good, you know, reasonable fish, so yeah.